Hi, hello dear students, welcome to my channel Maths with Panindra. In this video, we are going to discuss complex numbers, previous online JMN's questions. Let us have a discussion. Question: if Z1, Z2 and Z3, Z4 are two pair of conjugate complex numbers, then argument of Z1 by Z4 plus argument of Z2 by Z3 is equal to. Here condition is given Z1 comma Z2 and Z3 comma Z4 are two pairs of conjugate complex numbers. See here given Z1 comma Z2 are conjugate complex numbers. Complex conjugate numbers means one complex number is equal to, that means Z2 we can express as Z1 bar or Z1 equal to Z2 bar. We can write like this. Similarly, Z3 and Z4 Z3 and Z4 are conjugate complex numbers, then we have Z4 is equal to Z3 bar. After that, consider the given. Now consider argument of Z1 by Z4 plus argument of Z2 by Z3. We know that properties of arguments. Argument of Z1 by Z2 means argument of Z1 minus argument of Z2. So this can be written as, so argument of Z1 minus argument of Z4. So similarly, argument of Z2 by Z3 plus argument of Z2 minus argument of Z3. This can be written as argument of Z1, first you write positive values, plus argument of Z2. Take common minus from these two. Minus argument of Z4, keep bracket, plus argument of Z3, Z4 and Z3. After completing of this step, based on this condition, Z2 equal to Z1 bar, that implies argument of Z2 equal to argument of Z2, taking argument on both sides, argument of Z1 bar. Argument of Z1 bar also can be written as minus argument of Z1. Minus argument of Z1. This is important. Argument of Z2 equal to argument of Z1 bar, which is also equal to minus argument of Z1. Similarly, argument of Z4 equal to argument of Z3 bar. Argument of Z3 bar equal to minus argument of Z3. So wherever argument of Z4 is there, you have to replace with minus argument of Z3. Wherever argument of Z2 is there, minus argument of Z1, you have to write it. So now argument of Z1. Wherever argument of Z2 is there, what you have to replace? Minus argument of Z1. Minus argument of Z1. Minus key bracket argument of Z4 equal to minus argument of Z3 plus argument of Z3. So plus argument of Z3 minus argument of Z3 plus argument of Z1 minus argument of Z1. Ultimately we got 0. Therefore, argument of Z1 by Z4 is plus argument of Z2 by Z3 is equal to 0. So 0 it is there in the first option. We will move to the next question now. Next question. If z is a complex number of unit modulus and argument of z is theta, then argument of 1 plus z by 1 plus z bar. So given information, z is a complex number of unit moduli. So given z is a complex number, and given that mod z is equal to 1 unit moduli, so mod z is equal to 1 and argument of z is equal to theta. Argument of z is equal to theta, and also given whenever mod z is equal to 1, then we have z bar is equal to 1 by z. Z bar equal to 1 by z. So now come to consider argument of 1 plus z divided by 1 plus z bar, which is equal to argument of 1 plus z, 1 plus z bar means 1 by z. So which is equal to argument of z, 1 plus z divided by, take LCM here, z plus 1. So both the numerator, denominator will be cancelled, denominator of denominator, numerator. So argument of z, what is argument of z is given? Theta. So therefore argument of 1 plus z divided by 1 plus z bar is equal to theta. So it is there in the third option. We will move to the next question now. Next question. Let z satisfy mod z is equal to 1 and z equal to 1 minus z bar. Statement 1 is z is a real number. Statement 2, principal argument of z is pi by 3. Let us check one by one. Let z satisfy mod z is equal to 1. I am assuming that let z will be x plus iy. Whenever z value is x plus iy, mod z is equal, first mod z is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Next, z bar is equal to x minus iy. Next, come to the condition and also given z is equal to 1 minus z bar. So z means what? X plus iy. 1 minus z bar means x minus iy. So x plus iy, 1 minus x plus iy. Both sides iy get cancelled. Minus x we can take this side. 2x is equal to 1. That implies that x is equal to 1 by 2. So x is equal to 1 by 2. Mod z value is given as 1 now. So it will becomes 1 is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Squaring on both sides. 1 is equal to x square plus y square. So x is equal to 1 by 2, substitute there. We will get it as 1 equal to 1 by 4, 1 by 2 whole square. So y square. That implies that y square equal to 1 minus 1 by 4. Y square equal to 3 by 4. So y is equal to plus or minus root 3 by 2. I hope you understand here. Root 3 by 4 plus or minus. Here you can take only plus. Why? Because principal argument of z is pi by 3. So tan argument theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. Here you can take y value and x value. Take y is equal to only plus root 3 by 2 since principal augment of z. So tan inverse of y value is root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2. So 2 get cancelled. Tan inverse of root 3. Tan inverse of when it will be root 3 pi by 3, 60 degrees. So in the statement 2, the principal argument z is pi by 3 and z is the real number they said, but x value 1 by 2, y value root 3 by 2. So x is the x plus I y means 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2. It is not a real number. So z is not a real number, not a real number, and principal argument theta equal to pi by 3. So by observing the options, S1 statement 1 is wrong, statement 2 is correct. So statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. So second option is the right option. So we will move to the next question now. The next question. Let A equal to imaginary part of 1 plus z square divided by 2iz, where z is any non-zero complex number, then the set A equal to, here small a mod z is equal to 1 and mod z is not equal to plus or minus 1. These values, the set of A values we have to calculate. So first of all, what is A here? This value A equal to imaginary part of 1 plus z square divided by 2iz. In this, z value first we consider. Z is equal to x plus iy. So z square is also there now in this. So squaring on both sides, z square equal to x plus iy whole square. So z square equal to a plus b whole square formula. So x square plus iy whole square plus 2ixy, x square plus iy whole square plus 2ixy. So z square equal to x square, I square means minus 1, minus y square plus I into 2xy. So z value, z square value we know that. Now come to here, imaginary part of 1 plus z square value, x square minus y square, anywhere 1 is constant, and the rest of the terms I into 2xy divided by 2iz. 2I into z means x plus iy. So it is equal to imaginary part of 1 plus x square minus y square plus I into 2xy divided by 2 constant I into I square minus 1. So xi. So 2 constant minus y plus ix. So rationalizing here only you can do that. So minus y plus ix rationalizing factor is minus y minus ix. So multiplying and dividing by minus I minus ix by minus y minus ix. So which is equal to imaginary part of minus y into this value. So y into minus I'm multiplying by. So it will becomes y square minus x square minus 1 minus multiply with this, and here also multiply with minus 2 I x y square. Next, so y into this value is over minus ix into minus I into x into this value 1 plus x square minus y square. Next, minus minus into plus is minus, I into I square minus. So plus 2x square y divided by, so 2 into a plus b into a minus b. Minus y whole square is y square. Here minus I square x square. So plus x square simply. So from first term and last term take common y. So which is equal to imaginary part of. So y I am taking from these two anyway. If you take out common y here, y from here and here, observe carefully. Y we are taking common. 2x square minus x square is x square. So x square plus y square minus 1. From here minus I take common. If you take out common minus I, we will get as 2xy square minus I already taken means only x into 1 plus x square minus y square divided by 2 by y square plus x square. So once again 1 plus x square minus y square plus I into 2xy minus y plus ix means minus yx. This is okay. Minus y into this value, even this is also minus minus into plus is minus I by I square minus 1 plus. We got it now. Now simplification is required here. So imaginary part of y into x square plus y square minus 1 divided by 2 into y square plus x square minus I into each and every term multiplying. So 2xy square plus x plus x cube minus xy square divided by 2 into y square plus x square. So 2xy square minus xy square is xy square. So now imaginary part of this is completely only y into x square plus y square minus 1 divided by y square plus x square. From these two xy square only will come. So x throughout take common x into. So from these two 2xy square minus xy square is xy square. So x I am taking common. So 1 plus x square plus y square divided by 2 into x square plus, even here also 2 into x square plus y square. So in this imaginary part is what? This is imaginary part. So now a equal to imaginary part of this one minus x into 1 plus x square plus y square divided by 2 into x square plus y square. And one more condition here, come to here, set a z1 mod z1 equal to, that implies square root of x square plus y square equal to 1, and squaring on both sides x square plus y square equal to 1. So wherever x square plus y square is there, we have to replace with 1. It will becomes a equal to minus x into 1 plus 1 divided by 2 into 1. So here to get cancelled, a is equal to minus x. And also the non-zero complex number, and set z is not equal to, even z is not equal to plus or minus 1. So z means what? X plus iy from here. Plus 1 if we take is not equal to 1. not equal to 1 means 1 can be expressed as 1 plus 0 I. So x value is 1, and if we consider x plus iy is not equal to minus 1, so x plus iy minus 1 can be minus 1 plus 0 into I, so x is equal to minus 1. It's not equal to minus 1. So whenever a value is minus x and satisfying these conditions, z is not equal to plus or minus 1 and mod z is equal to 1, the set A, it belongs to x values. So these two x values we could write it minus 1 comma 1. The set A, the set capital A equal to, the set capital A equal to small a, which is mod z is equal to 1, and also z is not equal to plus or minus 1. So these conditions are satisfied for minus 1 and 1, which is there in the first option. We will move to the next question now. The next question, if z1 is not equal to 0, z2 be two complex numbers such that z2 by z1 is purely imaginary number. z2 by z1 is purely imaginary number. Then mod 2z1 plus 3z2 divided by 2z1 minus 3z2 equal to. So here mod 2z1 plus 3z2 whole divided by 2z1 minus 3z2. What I am doing is, question is z2 by z1, the term I want to get, z2 by z1. So dividing numerator and denominator by z1, dividing numerator and denominator by z1. So it will become 2 plus 3 into z2 by z1 divided by 2 minus 2z1 by z1 is 2 minus 3 into z2 by z1. Since z2 by z1 is purely imaginary, z2 by z1 is purely imaginary. Whenever it is purely imaginary, that I am taking as I, z2 by z1 is I. So now it will become 2 plus 3i divided by 2 minus 3i. Again here one important property, mod z1 by z2 is equal to mod z1 by mod z2. You can apply the formula. So mod 2 plus 3i divided by mod 2 minus 3i, so it is equal to square root of 2 square plus 3 square by square root of 2 square plus minus 3 square. So root 13 divided by root 13 is equal to 1. Therefore, the option, fourth option, the value of mod 2z1 plus 3z2 by 2z1 minus 3z2 equal to 1. The next question, mod z1 plus z2 whole square plus z1 minus z2 whole square is a direct question. If you know the formulas, algebra formulas, you are able to do that. So we have a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square is equal to 2 times of a square plus b square. So here also mod z1 plus z2 whole square plus z1 minus z2 whole square is equal to, by using this formula, it will become 2 into z1 square plus z2 square. But Z1 square is always equal to mod Z1 whole square. According to the options, you can go that mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square. So, which is there in the option second. Thank you dear students for watching my channel. Please do subscribe and share to your friends. If you have any doubts regarding this, you can write to my comment box. I will help you. Thank you all.